All right, y'all know what time it is. It is time to talk about my favorite games of 2025. My top 10 favorite games of 2025. Uh, I didn't play a lot of new games this year, to be honest. I only played 11 of them. So 10 of them will be on this list. And one will be an honorable mention. This is based off of my own personal tastes and preferences. And like I said, since I didn't play a lot of new games this year, if you're wondering why maybe a certain major game is not on my list as a favorite, it's probably because I didn't play it. In terms of criteria, this is just based on what did I enjoy the most, what games left the best lasting impressions, which ones really just kind of grabbed a hold of me. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Ain't gonna waste a lot of time. I'm gonna try to breeze through this list, and then we'll get up out of here. And happy holidays to y'all. I'm recording this way beforehand, but this will probably be released sometime after Christmas. So happy holidays, Merry Christmas for those who celebrate. But yeah, let's get into it, man. Top 10 favorite games of 2025. Let's go. Coming in at number 10, we got Steel Seed. This is a stealth action title that came out earlier this year. Really love the visuals, great sci-fi vibes we got going on. You play, I forgot the main character's name. I didn't take notes for this, but you play as this kind of cybernetic woman who has a companion named Kobe. I remember Kobe. Kobe was the homie. I like how you could use Kobe to scout out areas. He can, set traps and just kind of help you scope out the place so you can figure out how you're going to tackle these rooms. A lot of just sneaking around, taking enemies out, trying not to get caught. Even if you did get caught, they had some combat that wasn't the greatest, but it got the job done. I did really like the skill tree though, and how the skill tree was implemented in this game. Yeah, this was good vibes, man. It wasn't the best game in the world. Doesn't reinvent the stealth action wheel, but it was solid, and I did enjoy it. So it's gonna get the number 10 spot on my list. Coming in at number 9, we're gonna go with Artist Impact. Really beautiful. I cannot emphasize how great the visuals are in this game, from the pixel art to the animation to like the manga panel style cutscenes. This game is beautiful. Really cool turn-based RPG. Y'all know I don't play a lot of turn-based games, but this one really spoke to me in a different way. And it wasn't the perfect game. It has some balancing issues. You could get kind of overpowered really quickly, but they did release some patches that I believe address some of those issues. So now it's probably the best time to play this if you haven't. But the world building I thought was dope. Lots of things to do in this game. Little side quests. There's some life sim aspects. You can get a bank account. You can improve on your house. There are all kinds of little side jobs and little just things that you can do and little missions to go on, even outside of the main ones. But this is just a really dope turn-based RPG that just was made with a lot of heart and charm, and I really felt that as I played it. So that's getting my number 9 spot. Coming in at number 8, we got Sonic Crossworlds. This was a surprise on my list, man. I don't play many Sonic racing games. This is actually, I think, only like the second one that I've played, but I enjoyed this a lot more than I thought I would. Me and Shadow have been out on this hoverboard trying to get good. As somebody who's coming over, it's more so a Mario Kart person, I enjoy the speed at which this game plays. It's a little faster. They got the whole land, air, and sea things going on. And I kind of like this gimmick of these tracks just morphing and changing. You start off on one track, and then the person who's in first place gets to pick the next track we go to, and then the stage shifts to the other one, and stuff is always changing and moving. It's really chaotic, but I like it. This was really fun, man. Had a lot of have a lot of fun playing this. Trying to get better. I'm a little trash online. I'll be talking trash like I'm good, but I'm not that good. But I'm trying to get better. But key is I'm having fun. So yeah, Sonic Crossworlds, man. It's gonna get my number 8 slot, holding it down for the kart racers. Coming in at number 7, we got Neon Inferno. This was a fire 2D action run and gun / gallery shooter. The main gimmick kind of being that you can shoot in the background and the foreground, which made this game challenging, made it a little rough to get a hold of, but once you get used to the controls, boy, this is so much fun. It's so chaotic. There are enemies swarming from all directions. You're shooting in front of you, behind you, forward, backward, foreground, background. Boss fights popping off. The stage designs I thought were dope. You got kind of your standard stages. You got some where you're jumping and platforming in the air. Of course, you got your vehicle stages. Boss fights are hitting. This game has a good amount of challenge. I added even more challenge because I played this on hard mode, which probably wasn't a good idea, but I'm a masochist, so I did. It is what it is. But had a fantastic time playing this. If you like running guns, if you like games like Metal Slug or like Wild Arms from back in the day, you owe it to yourself to play this. This game was great. This game is great. Coming in at number 6, we got Marvel Cosmic Invasion. This probably would have been even higher on my list, but I kind of just recently played this, so I haven't had the time to sit with it as much as other games on this list. But this is just a really fun, just great beat 'em up, man. Gave me that feeling of playing like the X-Men arcade game back in the day. Pixel art is, the art style is great. The combat feels good. You got some, cool combos and special moves that you can pull off. I like that you can, have 2 characters at a time. You can kind of swap between them. The roster in this game I thought was really dope because it has kind of your regular like heavy hitters or the well-known people, your Spider-Mans, your Iron Mans. But then they give some other characters who don't get as much shine. They put the light on them. People like Beta Ray Bill, I thought was dope to have him in the game. There are a few others who I won't mention that you unlock later in the game, but yeah, this is just a really fun beat 'em up, and I would highly recommend if you can play this in co-op, play it with a friend. I played this on my Twitch stream in co-op, and I had an absolute blast. Lots of things to unlock also, so it has a very good replayability aspects. But yeah, Marvel Cosmic Invasion. If you like beat 'em ups, this is one, especially if you're a Marvel fan or comic book fan, you got to put this in the collection. So number 6 is going to Marvel Cosmic Invasion. Coming in at number 5, we got Hell Is Us. This is a really dope action adventure. Souls inspired. I wouldn't say it's a Souls like, but definitely Souls inspired game. The main thing with this game that I really loved and that some people will hate is that this game does not hold your hand. There are no waypoints. There are no markers. There's nothing telling you where to go. You have to fully lock into the game. You got to pay attention to the conversations. They throw you into this dark world of Hadia that's war torn. They got this religious war going on. And this game does not shy away from its depictions and the imagery. It can be really brutal. It can be really heavy. But I thought the world building in this game is some of the best I've seen in a very long time. And the story was interesting. I will say the ending left a little bit to be desired. But overall, though, I thought the world building was fantastic. Really, my only gripe aside from the ending is that the combat, I don't think the combat was bad. It was just very basic. I wish the combat was a little more in depth. But I was so locked in just into this world, running around, solving puzzles, talking to people, just trying to figure everything out. This game, the hooks were in. I was so locked in playing this. Not many games gave me this kind of feeling this year. But like I said, it won't be for everybody because of like the lack of direction and hand holding. But yeah, no, the Hell Is Us, man. This was great for me, for my personal taste. So this is getting my number 5. Coming in at number 4, we got Absalom. This is one of the best beat 'em ups I've played in a long time. This combat feels so punchy. It's also mixed with roguelike elements. It's a beat 'em up / roguelike. I think the roguelike elements work very well here. I think I like that they have kind of a world map, so your runs aren't always necessarily the same. You got different areas that you can visit, and for a beat 'em up, there's a lot of content in here, or a decent amount of content, I should say. There are little side missions that you can go on. Of course, you got upgrades and things that you can get. I thought all of the characters were dope. There wasn't a single character in this game that I didn't like in terms of the people that you get to fight with. Cider be throwing hands in this game. Cider is a beast in this game. But yeah, man, this was, and the art style, bro. The art style is gorgeous. This game is super dope, man. Absalom is, if you like beat 'em ups, I think this is an essential in the collection. This is one of the best beat 'em ups I've played in a long time. And it kind of shocked me. I knew I would like it, but I didn't think I would like it as much as I did. But no, this had me hooked. So at number 4, we're going with Absalom. Speaking of games that had me hooked and had me locked in, number 3, Chronos: The New Dawn. I am not a big horror person, but this game right here, though, the tenseness, the atmosphere, the story, being the traveler, trying to figure out the cause of like this outbreak. Won't spoil the rest of the story, but I love the way this story kind of unfolded. And like I said, just the grimness, the atmosphere, this did everything that you would want in a survival horror game. And for me personally, it took away the things that I hate about most survival horror games. No stupid puzzles, not a lot of backtracking. It's we go straight to the point. We going from point A to B. We're always progressing. Things are always kind of just moving along. I like the gimmick of the enemies being able to fuse with each other if you don't completely burn the body, so it adds just an extra layer of tension. Some of the weapons you get, especially later in the game, I thought were pretty dope. Inventory management is a little hard though, I'm not gonna lie to you. Inventory management in this game is tough. So if you're not good with that, you better get good, because the inventory management in this game is a beast. You can upgrade how many items you can carry, but just a tip: if you play this, upgrade your inventory slots early and often. You're gonna need them. But yeah, no, just the tenseness and the grittiness, and just I was always looking forward to playing this every time I cut it on, because I wanted to know what was going to happen next. What else were they going to throw at me? The game looks beautiful, even though it's dark and dingy and grimy looking, but this did everything about survival horror that I do enjoy, and took out all the aspects that I don't like. So yeah, Chronos: The New Dawn, this really hit for me, coming in at number 3. At number 2, we got Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. This game, man, once you get into the feel of being able to slice and dice, and then just mix that and flow with the platforming and being able to jump off of people's heads, this game gets you in like a flow state. And once you get into that flow state, man, there's not much else that feels as good as this does. I was really looking forward to this game, and boy, did it deliver. I got some good platforming, I got some good challenge. I love the art style. Just hit, man. I love 3D Ninja Gaiden's cool, but I love my 2D games. I love my platformer. So this scratched a certain itch for me. And like I said, it's just that flow state, man. I can't. That's like the best way I can describe this game, is once I got into that flow state, there was nothing else that felt quite as good as this did. And this is the only game ever that I've ever gotten 100% achievements on. I'm not an achievement hunter. I ain't a trophy hunter. I don't really care about that kind of stuff. But this game, the hooks were in so deep, and I was so locked in. I was like, no, I'm getting there. I'm getting every trophy. I want every achievement that they list on this Steam page. I'm getting all of it. And I did. It's the only game I've ever done that with. Yeah, Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, some of the most fun I've had all year, which leads me to my number 1 favorite game of 2025. If you know me, this isn't a surprise. Hades 2, man. I put over 100 hours into this game, 70 of which were in early access, and then the rest were in the actual game when it finally released. I'm still not done with this. I'm still unlocking prophecies and just doing runs. I love pretty much everything about this game. Yeah, I can gripe about the story, but for every gripe I might have about the story, there are 30 other things I like. The combat, I thought, felt great. Gameplay overall, I enjoy. I think it's an improvement over the first one. I like that it feels slightly different than the first Hades. Melanie is a little slower, so you have to be a little more methodical with like your dashes as compared to the first Hades. Her weapons are dope. You got the twin blade, you got the axe, you got a mech suit that you end up getting. I'm not going to show them, but the aspects of her weapons I think are fire. The boons in this game I thought were an improvement. Some of the new gods that they added, people like Hephaestus and Hestia, I thought were really dope. Keepsakes are fire, and there's so much more to do in this game. You got underworld runs, you got surface runs. There's just a lot going on, and the boss fights, boy oh boy, love the boss fights in this game, especially when you do the Vow Rivals. It is so real when you get into that Vow Rivals. It is not a game. I'm not going to show those because of spoilers, but I do have videos of that on the channel if you want to check it out. But when you do that Vow Rivals, hey, now these boss fights get wicked out here. You're going to see what you made of some of these fights. But yeah, man, from the art style to the soundtrack, the gameplay, everything about Hades 2, this easily my game of the year, man. As soon as this came out of early access, instant like, no, this is my game of the year. I don't care. I don't care about nothing else. This is the only thing I'm playing. Nothing else exists to me right now. So yeah, Hades 2, my favorite game of 2025. And my one honorable mention, the game that didn't make the list, was Godbreakers. This is a really cool 3D kind of action roguelike, and I have a lot of positive things to say about this game. It executes what it did really well. I did not get a chance to play it in co-op, but definitely play this in co-op. I'm pretty sure this will be a blast with friends. I thought with what they did really well. The combat feels great. The game looks good. The boss fights are fun. It's just a little too short for my liking. I wish this game just had a little more content, but I think they are planning to add more, so that will probably be addressed at some point. But that's really the only reason that this didn't officially make the top 10. But had to get an honorable mention because I did enjoy the game, and I would recommend for those who like roguelikes to give this one a look. And that is all that I have. These are my favorite 10 games of 2025. Let me know what your favorite games of 2025 were in the comments section below. But that's all I got, man. My name is Serial Sensei. Y'all stay safe, y'all stay hydrated, and I will see y'all in 2026.